Reno. You're watching 2 News at 6:30.
There's a lot of just little, housekeeping things that we're doing to make sure that we're ready for Election Day.
Early voting will end this week, but Election Day is just 7 days away. What Washoe County polling places are doing to ensure a smooth process for voters. Campaign 2018 tops 2 News at 6:30. Workers at the polls go through hours and hours of training before you make it to the ballot box. I'm Kristen Remington.
I'm Landon Miller. Thank you for joining us at 6:30. And in addition to all the prep work that the county volunteers do, the registrar's office hopes that you too will be prepared when Election Day arrives. Ryan Canaday is live at the Washoe County Complex. And Ryan, what can voters do to make the election process a little bit easier for everyone?
Well, just a bit of homework will do it, Landon. A lot of voters at home should have a sample ballot like this. Now, if you treat it as an outline, then come Election Day, you can be in and out really in a matter of no time.
Please bring your sample ballot. If you have a sample ballot, if you can go over and pre-mark your choices and be ready when you enter the polls, it'll make the process go much smoother for you and for other voters as well.
Yeah, the quicker you can be, the quicker the lines will go for you and your neighbors. But because not every voting transaction will go without issue, the county has more than 400 volunteers in place to provide assistance. Each one of these workers has more than 2 hours of hands-on training with the equipment and is there in case you see something unfamiliar show up on your ballot. They're also in charge of closing the polling places once voting comes to an end on November 6th.
We are not allowed to release results until all the polls have closed across the state, and then we get word from the Secretary of State's office that we're allowed to start releasing results. And that usually happens about 7:45 to 8 p.m. on election night.
Yeah, and as you can see here at the county complex, they are wrapping up as they close their doors at 6 o'clock, but they will be back open tomorrow morning at 8. Now, we also want to review a few things that we went over earlier in our newscast at 4 and at 5. This year, they're seeing huge voter turnout, so it's important to note that you may want to come early because the lines could be long. The other thing to note is that on your sample ballot, your designated polling place isn't the only place you can vote this year. This year, much like early voting, you can go to many other locations across the county. Covering Campaign 2018 live, Ryan Canaday, 2 News.